Come on, we got to get some work done. Let's go. You're always so excited. Don't you get dizzy? Come on. Okay, we are back, and today will be video number 7, which is really a continuation of video number 6. When we left off in video number 6, we were working on this wall here. We have prepped it for pointing, cleared out all of the mortar, and so what we're going to do is make sure we get this finished. But before we start, we're going to have to do a bit of coochie scoochie. That is the Italian term used by Italian brick masons for the repair of a stone wall like this. So we're going to do a bit of coochie scoochie. I just love that term. And to do that, we're going to have to pick up some rocks from the tower. If you are new here, please subscribe or at least give me a thumbs up and follow along as we do the restoration of this stone house. So with that said, let's go ahead and get started. Head out onto the tower and start looking for some rocks. Here on the tower is my collection of stones that I use to make repairs to the walls. I don't have a particular method for selecting the stones. I size them up visually and select a handful that I think will work for the repair. Here I'm using the stones I selected to see how well they fill the space in the wall. Ideally, I want the stones to look original while at the same time provide structural support. For this reason, I used a pickaxe to wedge the stones into place, and later I'll fill those gaps with mortar. Occasionally, I'll find a stone that requires some old world stone shaping in order to get it to fit properly in place. Now the stone sits flush in the space. I'll add a small stone below it for support, and then I'll use the pickaxe to wedge it into place. If you've seen my earlier videos, you know how much I hate to use the piping bag. But in this case, I have no choice because it's a very tight spot up near the ceiling where I can't use the tool. With the mortar all flattened out, I'll wait 3 hours before I get to the next step, which is using the wire brush. In the process of restoring the stone, you really don't get to see the fruits of your labor until you get to the point where you're using the wire brush to clean off the stone and the excess mortar. Up to that point, the steps of cleaning out the old mortar, making repairs to any gaping holes you may have, then the actual pointing, and then flattening it all out. You really don't get to see what it's going to look like in the end. But once you get to this point, this really is what makes all the work worth it, because it really looks really nice when you start brushing it and taking off that excess mortar and cleaning the stone. It just, as I said, it makes all the work worth it. And of course, if anyone's interested in doing this themselves, you can check out 2 earlier videos that I created that go more in detail with the steps necessary to do this.